Smartphones have become ubiquitous. They are an integral part of modern life. We rely on them for communication, information, and entertainment. Smartphones provide us with instant access to a wealth of knowledge. We can connect with anyone in the world. However, this constant connectivity comes at a price. Scientists and researchers are beginning to understand how smartphone use affects our brains. The pervasiveness of smartphones is undeniable. They have infiltrated every aspect of our lives. From the moment we wake up to the moment we go to sleep, our smartphones are by our side. This constant companionship has led to an unprecedented dependence on these devices. We have become so accustomed to their presence that we often fail to notice their impact on our thoughts and behaviors. As we delve deeper into the world of smartphones and their effects on our brains, we will uncover both the benefits and drawbacks of this technology. While smartphones offer convenience and connectivity, they also present challenges to our cognitive abilities and mental well-being. By understanding these challenges, we can develop healthier habits and mitigate the potential risks associated with excessive smartphone use. The goal is not to demonize smartphones, but to encourage mindful usage. By being aware of the potential pitfalls, we can harness the power of these devices without succumbing to their addictive qualities. Smartphones are designed to be addictive. Tech companies employ persuasive design techniques to keep us engaged. Every notification, like, and message triggers a surge of dopamine in the brain. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. This dopamine rush reinforces our smartphone use, creating a cycle of craving and reward. The more we use our smartphones, the more our brains become wired to seek out that dopamine rush. This can lead to addiction-like symptoms such as withdrawal, tolerance, and preoccupation with the device. Studies have shown that individuals addicted to their smartphones exhibit similar brain activity patterns to those addicted to drugs or gambling. This addictive nature of smartphones is a growing concern. It is essential to understand the science behind this addiction to break free from the dopamine loop. By recognizing the triggers and patterns of our smartphone use, we can begin to regain control over our digital habits. Breaking the cycle of smartphone addiction requires conscious effort. We must actively choose to disengage from our devices and seek out alternative sources of pleasure and reward. This may involve rediscovering hobbies, spending time in nature, or engaging in meaningful conversations with loved ones. The term nomophobia describes the fear of being without a smartphone. This fear is becoming increasingly common. People experience anxiety, stress, and even panic attacks when separated from their devices. This anxiety stems from the fear of missing out, or FOMO, and the constant need to be connected. Nomophobia is a modern-day anxiety disorder fueled by our dependence on smartphones. The constant stream of information and notifications creates a sense of urgency and the illusion that we must always be available. This can lead to feelings of overwhelm, stress, and a diminished sense of personal space. Overcoming nomophobia requires us to confront our fear of disconnection. It involves setting healthy boundaries with our devices and prioritizing face-to-face interactions. By gradually reducing our reliance on smartphones, we can regain a sense of peace and autonomy in our lives. Remember, it is okay to disconnect. It is healthy to step away from our devices and engage in activities that nourish our minds and bodies. By embracing moments of disconnection, we can reconnect with ourselves and the world around us in more meaningful ways. Have you ever felt your phone vibrate in your pocket, only to find that there was no notification? This phenomenon, known as phantom vibration syndrome, highlights how intertwined our smartphones have become with our sense of self. Our brains are constantly anticipating smartphone interactions to the point where we experience phantom sensations. Phantom vibration syndrome demonstrates the powerful influence smartphones have on our perception. Our devices have become extensions of ourselves, blurring the lines between the physical and digital realms. This blurring of boundaries can lead to feelings of disembodiment and a distorted sense of reality. The constant anticipation of notifications and updates keeps us tethered to our devices. We become hyper-aware of every buzz and beep, even when they are not real. This heightened state of alertness can be mentally exhausting and contribute to feelings of anxiety and stress. To combat phantom vibration syndrome, we must consciously disengage from our devices. Setting designated times to check notifications and creating phone-free zones can help reduce the anticipation and subsequent phantom sensations. By regaining control over our smartphone interactions, we can reclaim our attention and reduce the likelihood of experiencing these phantom vibrations. Section 5. The Google Effect. Outsourcing our memory to the cloud. The internet and smartphones have become extensions of our memories. We no longer need to remember information because we can easily look it up. This is known as the Google Effect. While convenient, this reliance on external memory sources can have downsides. Studies suggest that over-reliance on Google can hinder our ability to form strong, lasting memories. When we know information is readily available, our brains are less likely to encode it into long-term memory. This phenomenon, known as cognitive offloading, raises concerns about the potential impact of excessive smartphone use on our cognitive abilities. If we are not exercising our memory muscles, they may weaken over time. While the internet provides a vast repository of information, it is essential to maintain a balance between online and offline memory storage. Engaging in activities that challenge our memory, such as reading, puzzles, and learning new skills, can help mitigate the potential negative effects of the Google Effect. Remember, our brains are like muscles. They need regular exercise to stay sharp. By consciously engaging in activities that challenge our cognitive abilities, we can maintain a healthy balance between relying on external sources and strengthening our internal memory systems. Section 6. Attention Deficit, the shrinking capacity to focus. The constant stream of notifications, updates, and information bombarding our smartphones makes it challenging to focus on a single task. Studies have shown that smartphone use can lead to decreased attention spans, reduced cognitive control, and an increased susceptibility to distractions. Our brains are not wired for multitasking. When we attempt to juggle multiple tasks simultaneously, our performance on each task suffers. The constant switching between tasks fragments our attention and prevents us from achieving a state of deep focus, which is essential for learning, problem-solving, and creativity. Creating a technology-free environment for focused work or study sessions can significantly improve our ability to concentrate. By minimizing distractions and setting clear boundaries for smartphone use, we can regain control over our attention and improve our cognitive performance. Remember, focus is a muscle that requires training. By consciously choosing to engage with one task at a time and minimizing distractions, we can strengthen our ability to concentrate and improve our overall cognitive function. Section 7. The Decline of Conversation. Social interactions in the smartphone age. Smartphones are ever present in social settings. It's common to see people engrossed in their devices while in the company of others. This phenomenon, known as phubbing, phone snubbing, can have detrimental effects on our relationships and conversational skills. When we prioritize our smartphones over face-to-face interactions, we miss out on nonverbal cues, emotional connections, and opportunities for deeper conversation. The quality of our relationships suffers when we are constantly distracted by our devices. Making a conscious effort to engage in phone-free conversations can significantly improve the quality of our interactions. Putting away our phones during meals, social gatherings, and one-on-one conversations demonstrates respect for the people around us and allows us to be more present and engaged. Remember, human connection is essential for our well-being. By prioritizing face-to-face interactions and minimizing distractions, we can nurture our relationships and experience the richness of genuine human connection. Section 8. Distracted driving. A deadly consequence of smartphone addiction. Texting or browsing while driving is extremely dangerous, yet many people continue to engage in this risky behavior. Smartphone use while driving impairs reaction time, reduces attention to the road, and increases the risk of accidents. The consequences of distracted driving can be devastating. Hands-free technology is not a foolproof solution, as it still diverts our attention from the road. New technologies, such as Groove, are being developed to combat distracted driving by disabling phone functions while the vehicle is in motion. Educating ourselves and others about the dangers of distracted driving is crucial. Encouraging passengers to speak up when they observe unsafe driving behaviors and promoting responsible smartphone use behind the wheel can help save lives. Remember, driving is a privilege that comes with responsibility. By choosing to focus on the road and resist the urge to use our smartphones while driving, we can protect ourselves and others from harm. Section 9: Blue Light and Broken Sleep. How smartphones disrupt our rest. The blue light emitted from smartphone screens interferes with melatonin production. Melatonin is a hormone that regulates sleep-wake cycles. Using smartphones before bed can disrupt sleep patterns, leading to insomnia, daytime sleepiness, and reduced cognitive function. Establishing a regular sleep schedule, creating a relaxing bedtime routine, and avoiding screen time for at least an hour before bed can improve sleep quality. By prioritizing sleep hygiene and minimizing blue light exposure, we can regulate our natural sleep-wake cycles and wake up feeling refreshed and alert. Remember, sleep is crucial for our physical and mental health. By establishing healthy sleep habits and minimizing smartphone use before bed, we can improve the quality of our sleep and enhance our overall well-being.